Hi everybody, I shall start this video with a warning. If you don't like musicals at all, then you can stop watching now. Because what I'm going to talk to you about is the best musical CD I have probably ever heard. This is the one I would take if I could only take one musical CD to an island, a deserted island. Let's be frank first. I enjoy musicals. I think they are a great bit of fun. I like the art form. I have seen some live, even reviewed some, and I don't have a problem with them. And I think they should be over the top, glitter, and sort of, and I think you can't take them too seriously. And musicals are not what I listen to when I want to get seriously involved. I think there are some musicals that actually do give you that. But for me, they're a guilty pleasure. And musicals doesn't have to be anything more than that. And one of the masters of the musicals was Marvin. He also wrote a lot of pop songs, like, for instance, for movies, like The Way We Were for Barbra Streisand. And he also wrote movie music, for instance, music to the James Bond film The Spy Who Loved Me, with the song Nobody Does It Better. And a couple of years ago, he died, Marvin Hamlick. And in order to salute him, it was decided to make a show called Play It Again Marvin, which is a show where some of his best loved musical numbers, some that were cut from musicals, others from some films, and some of his movie music were performed by the Kalamazoo Symphony Orchestra under the direction of J. Ernest Green, conductor. They were featuring Sylvia McNair, Judy Hanson, two female vocalists, a male vocalist, Doug LeBrecq. Kevin Cole was sitting behind the piano, and Adrian Dowrow performs cello. And this is a almost 80 minutes, close to full CD live recording of that show that was released by Varsara Band last year, but I recently discovered it and ordered it. And the CD features a wonderful booklet. First, there's a note from a Hamlish relative, Terry Blair Hamlish. I believe it is his daughter, I don't know. And then there's a wonderful little essay, Play It Again Marvin, with pictures of him from the past. And there's also wonderful Oscar pictures, and then it talks about all the tracks on the CD, where they came from and so on. And there's also full biography with all the people involved. There's also a complete, at the end, a complete list of all the members of the Kalamazoo Symphony Orchestra, and full recording credits as to where it was recorded, who produced it, and sort of thank yous. And the singers are wonderful. They perform this music with grace and wit, and they perform over the top. This is big orchestration. This is music that makes Liberace sound modest on his shows. So this is where you take it from the toes and sing with everything you can, and then you spin it up 10 times or 1,000 times from that one. There are also some instrumental parts. The opening track, a 6 minute and 17 seconds long version of The Way We Were, arranged by Daniel Capulet, where this Adrian Darrow performs cello, is one of the most haunting and most beautiful pieces I've ever heard for cello. My favorite piece for cello is still a version that a Swedish cellist made a couple of years ago. I think it was Swedish. I have a CD of a cello and piano where the celloist has chosen to perform the Song from the Moon from Dvorak's opera Rusalka, which is my favorite opera piece and one of my favorite classical pieces overall. That is the most beautiful cello playing I've ever heard, but this one comes pretty close. There are also some piano pieces, like for instance from The Entertainer and so on. And as most people know, it was Scott Joplin who wrote the music, and he arranged it to make ragtime music popular again, Marvin Hamlick. And there's just one thing that I'm a bit upset about the CD, and it's the back of it. I don't know if you can see it, but if reflections is on. But this here, with yellow for the titles, and then white saying what it is, from which musical, and who performs it. That is the only information available about the music. I of course wanted you to know, did he write all by these tracks himself? Were there lyricists involved? Did he write musical lyrics to himself? Which year did it came? I mean, you get some of this in the booklet, but I would have liked it to be a bit like this, but more interesting, knowing which musical publishing companies were behind it, which year, for instance, who wrote it, and where is it from, which it does say here, however. So that is the only drawback. Otherwise, this is a glorious CD that one who likes musicals truly should listen to. Others who don't like it should stay away from this, like the bubonic plague, because this is something that, if you already don't like musicals, this will deter you even more. This could use as a repellent for if you want to be sure to repel music haters. You should play this CD. I assure you that I think will work.